What's up, party people? It's Friday, huh? And even though I'm in Brazil, it is cold. Hey, how are you doing? My girlfriend is not home yet, so this means that the door is open. This means that the cats can walk around, and maybe we'll see some crazy stuff tonight. It really depends if they're like quiet or want to play or want to like jump on my desk. We'll see. Congrats on figuring out the whole Discord stuff. I know Discord can be scary. A lot of stuff happening there. How are you doing? Where are you from, by the way? Or like, where are you right now? Man, this is gonna be a horrible stream. Like typing when it's cold is so annoying. All right. So I ran the update. Let's start VS Code. Cat likes to play with the curtains. Yeah, it should work on your phone now, right? He's in the mood to play. I have two cats, a male one and a female one, and the male one wants to play right now. Guatemala, wow. I'm currently in Brazil, but I'm originally from Ukraine, and when I was 16 years old, my family moved to Germany, so I spent a lot of time in Germany. Come down, can you just chill and like sleep somewhere? I'm really terrified that he's gonna go crazy with my green screen. Now he's trying to get into my closet. Hey man, what's up? What? Oh man, worst time to start streaming. It's like when cats are excited and they want to like play and so like they sleep all day, right? And then in the evening they wake up and they want to like go crazy. Okay, just like stay there and chill. Anyway, so how many of you guys are here? Don't forget to hit the like button so that more people stumble on this thing. So I think we finished authentication last time, right? It is a fun country, usually very warm. The last couple of days have been like really cold. The food is amazing. Usually the weather is amazing. People are cool. All right, so I think it's been a long time since we took a look at something like this, right? The dependency graph. Oh, and by the way, we have a couple of to-dos. We'll do them a bit later today. One of them is like to rename a project. We'll do this a bit later. Let's preview this thing. All right. So this is our thing, our dependency graph, like core at the top, main at the bottom. Everything else is in between, compiles in parallel, except for these two tiny satellites that have like 1 or 2 files in them. Okay, and I added an arrow from the big ball of mud to have a dependency on main a couple of streams ago, but then I realized that, you know, if we have a compilation error and I need to look something up in the big ball of mud, and then I can't, because if stuff doesn't compile, I can't jump around. And so I removed this arrow again, but eventually we'll add it back. Okay, so what we're doing today is actually super fun, because we finished authentication. Oh, hi. Hello, new subscriber. If you're here, welcome. Chill. Yes, chill. Do you guys hear him? Do you want to see him? Hold up, let's try this. He doesn't like to stay in my arms, but come here. All right. So his name is Dimitri. He really hates to do things that he doesn't want to do. Come on, the internet loves cats, so you have to stay here for a bit. Say hello. So if you ever wanted to know cats or Zio, the clear answer is cats. All right, you can go now. Don't ruin my coat. You can go now. Okay. Now there's gonna be hair for the rest of the stream everywhere. Cat hair. All right. Okay, now just chill. All right. So, what we're doing. Yeah. So we finished this one use case, which is authentication. Took a while, but now if we go to main, we look over here and we have like 3 DI things that actually have something to do with each other, right? So this one creates a controller, right? Typical, like a bunch of HTTP routes, okay? And these two, they create a middleware, okay? I call them all controllers. I created this, this thingy that I'm not even sure, if we're gonna like end up like with a trait or not. Probably we're gonna see this today, right? Because we're going to take all of them together and try to instantiate them, try to give them what they need, because they still need something, right? Like this one, for example, doesn't need anything. This one needs Redis, and this one needs, suppress the authentication middleware for the common user. Okay, so in fact, like I'm realizing now that we could have already assembled this one even before we had like the admin one. I'm actually curious why, like how we ended up not needing the admin middleware yet. So let's go over here real quick and see where this is used. Okay, so this is the one for the admin middleware, and where is it used? Okay, admin brand, admin category, and admin item. Okay, so it makes sense. So we don't have those routes yet. Probably we will add those routes a little bit later. We'll see. Okay, so this makes sense. So this means that we can start assembling our application. So the way Gabriel did it, and I do it in a similar way. There is a file somewhere, probably here. Nope. Modules core. Maybe shop. Okay, there's a main. Okay, so I do it in a very, very similar way. IO app simple. What is that? I haven't seen this one. Is this some recent thing in Cats Effect something? Cats Effect 2, 3, whatever? Okay, so simple means no parameters. That's all it means. Okay. Cool. Well, you learned something new. Yeah, so this means that, run is not going to have any arguments. Yeah, that's fine. So we're going to do a similar thing. Okay, now both cats are here, and now they're gonna like start doing crazy things. Of course they need to be in my room. They love to be in my room. Anyway, so the way Gabriel like cut it a little bit, like this thing, we're going to do in a similar way. well, actually not the config part, but like we're gonna have like a logger eventually, and we're gonna have like the supervisor, whatever this is, right? So we're gonna have like these like global resources. This is how I usually do it, and then everything in here can use them. In fact, I even go a little bit further, like I instantiate also like the database connection, right? Because a bunch of my things need the database, and the way he did it, I believe, is in here, right? So some of the config stuff, like this Postgres stuff, goes into services. Yeah, you guys hear that? You guys hear that? They're going crazy. The politically correct term for going crazy means establishing hierarchy. Anyway, so if we go over here, then one of the things that are happening over here is... Oh, hold on. So this is already Postgres. So this is not from config. So where is it coming from? Res. What's res? It's over here. Okay, app resources. Okay, so yeah. So app resources is yeah, so it's like database, it's like Redis, all of that stuff, right? So I remember that. Well, so in this case, like it's only Redis and Postgres. I usually don't like oh, there's also some sort of client. What is that client? Oh, there's an HTTP first client. Are we also sending requests somewhere? I don't remember that part. Who's using the client? HTTP clients. Oh, interesting. This is cool. Clients are used in programs. Okay. So they're like here. Clients payments. Okay, there's a payment client. Oh, okay, so this sort of like mimics something like a Stripe or something like this, right? Hey, can you calm down? Wow. Oh, hey man, thanks for subscribing. I'm always saying man, like, but obviously, like, I mean, hi chat, thank you for subscribing. Oh, now I see a name, Mario. Hi Mario, thanks for subscribing. So what do we do here? Blah blah blah. Okay, so this is some like fake payments thing. I remember. I think we read something in the README about something about payments. About this thing. Do you guys hear that? That's hilarious. Like every time I hear this, I'm telling my girlfriend like, "Hey, this is not playing anymore. We should like do something about it." But like anytime like I try to go between them, like he would attack me. Like actually, like he would bite me. Like genuinely bite me, not like plainly bite me. Like he's big, you know. Literally the worst time to stream. Anyway. Anyway, so we have like some sort of clients. We'll worry about them later. Right now, without really, you gotta run against the table. Okay. How many of you got here? 4. Cool. So the most important part is like app resources. Like this is where we're going to start, right? I believe we actually did the database already. So if we go to our persistence DB Postgres skunk, there's some stuff in there, and now he's playing with some cables. Hold up. All right. So I believe we did the database actually at some, over here. We even did like this thing. We did a lot of stuff now that I'm remembering it. Yeah, so we did that thing. So we already know how to construct a database. Okay. Actually, we still need to have the config from somewhere, I believe, right? Yeah, so the config still needs to come from somewhere. And like in Gabriel's main, he just let's pin this thing. So he loads like the entire config into like one thing. Okay, so this is like his config. Okay, which is like everything, just like let's read it, which is like how I usually do it as well. It's just that like this library Cyrus or Cirrus, whatever it's called, it actually allows us to, because it doesn't load stuff from files. I think it can load stuff from files, but it doesn't actually do this by default. And so it actually loads stuff from the environment variables. And so I don't think that there is much need to load everything at once. We're still loading everything in the beginning of the application. Like this is what you want to do, right? You want to load everything in the beginning of your application so that if one of the values is missing, that it's going to throw an exception, right? You don't want your application to start if one of the values is missing. Okay, but we will load it like in different places in code. And by the way, I think I figured out. Remember those secret things that I was like, I don't know what the secret thing is for. I think I figured out what the secret is for. I actually didn't look it up, but it just like came to me. So when we have like config, we can actually do this real quick. Here, right? So not every value in your config is a secret. Like some of them are like, I don't know how often you poll some API or something, all right? But these are like secret keys. And so I was like saying like, what is the point of like calling like some .secret thing, right? If then later you will just do, value, right? So like over here, we have like, what is it, like JWT secret and like admin user token, right? Like what is the point of doing this and then like .value, right? So I was like saying this all the time, like what is the point? And it kind of dawned on me. So the point is that like these config libraries, like usually when they load the values and when like one of them is missing or whatever, when something goes wrong, they give you a report. And some of them like say, okay, like this key had like this value and this key had that value, but this third key didn't have a value. And so when you do this .secret, you're going to hide the value in the report, right? So this is the only reason. So basically like this part over here is going to be used like to generate the report, but like once it's here, it doesn't matter anymore. And so you can get like the value out, because like my question was like, what's the point of like doing .secret and then like in the next line like doing .value, but now it kind of makes sense. So unfortunately, like this means that well actually maybe we can like I don't like this whole like passing like stuff around like this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go like this, right? And let's see if it will let me do like 2 parmap ants, right? So over here we're just gonna do, actually I can't do that because it's oh, maybe I can. Can I do like this? Let me try that. No, I don't think I can do that. Right, because like this is gonna be like the config, and I'm gonna be like this and like that, and that now needs to be a tuple. I know that's not actually correct, right? Because like these 2 values come in. Should be able to do this. Should I not be able to do this? Like what I tried before, so like the first value comes in, you do that value, and then the second value comes in, you do that value. Oh, it's just like this whole thing now needs to be a tuple, right? Like that. Huh. So hold on, it's like C1, C2, and then arrow to the right, and then we go like C1 and C2. Hold on, what am I doing wrong? Apartment band is not a... Oh, okay, hold on. So this is not a map, right? What? Or a flat map. Really? All right, so found config.type required a function that would take like these two. It would take a tuple. Okay, so hold on, let me try this. I just want to play around with this a little bit. Okay, so we would need to do something like that. Like in Scala 2, like this is a little bit annoying. Okay, so it's like this. So if we wanted to make this like a little bit more beautiful, we could do this function tupled. Okay, and then just do that and do that. And then maybe we can get away with that. Yeah, okay. So this is a little bit more beautiful, but only a little bit. And now that we have that, let me try to do well, hold up. Change inside this thing. Okay, so let me try to do like first value that value, second value that value. Oh, what a shame. And now I don't know what's better. I guess it's more obvious if you just do like everything manually. I really want to hope that like in Scala 3 like this part got better. Anyway, let's not waste any more time and just go so these secrets, they give us what? Okay, well these ones, right? So we have strong types, so we can just go like, we can be like a little bit more vague in the naming over here, right? So we can just go like AB, and now we can go like config, you know, A that value, B that value. And just go like that. How unfortunate, you know, that we cannot just like go with underscores here, underscore here, and underscore here. But you know, whatever. Let's see if we can do that. All right, so we're gonna do this real quick for all of them, which is here. So this is like a secret map to config of well, let's just do like A and then config of A the value. And that one as well. Okay, so this one, like this one does not need to be a secret, right? Password sold, I'm not sure, but let's just make everything a secret. Everything is a secret. Okay, so we have like secret, and now over here we just have like ABC, and that's gonna be config of A, B that value, C that value. Okay. How did this happen? All right, so we're gonna fix like this whole config stuff. Okay. Let's go and not forget to do not 19, like 10. Okay, so it's day 13. Oh, 13 makes sense why cats were going crazy. All right, so this is gonna be day 13. All right, so this means that we can finally go back to Postgres, and we need to figure out like how are we going to load the Postgres config. Okay, like the actual loading part is not that hard because we already know how to do this, right? Like if this was like some sort of like use case, it would have like, you know, a gate and blah blah blah, and you know, we would load config. So for this one, we're probably gonna go over here into Shopee, okay? And we're just going to, okay, first of all, where is this config? Okay, so it's here as well, okay? So we're going to go to, so we're gonna copy has config and put it into Shopee directly, okay? And this one is going to be Postgres SQL config loader, and it's just gonna have load like this, and it's just gonna get app of config, right? So it's basically this, and we're not gonna need these for a bit. We're gonna go like that, and so it's not going to be config, so this one is going to be like Postgres SQL config. Okay, I'm reading it from over here. Okay, so I'm too lazy to figure it out on my own, so we're going to go and see how Gabriel loads it. Well, it's actually over here, right? So all of them are over here. Oh, okay, so most of it is hard-coded except for the password. Right, so the password comes like this, okay? All right, so we're gonna go like this. This goes away, which means this is just a map. In this case, I'm probably gonna call it password instead of just going for an A, right? Password. Okay, and can pretty much just like copy this thing, and we're going to paste it over here. Okay, he called it Postgres password, but you know, it's because he did like the whole thing in one, and so he had like name collisions. We don't have that, so we can just call it password. We might need to do dot value or some stuff like that. All right, let's see. So we don't need the comma here. That's correct. This is the closing of the brace. We don't need this to be a tuple. This is the closing of that brace. And then we do load. And then we're closing that one. So it feels correct to me. Okay, this one. Not found PostgreSQL config. Okay, so this is the interesting part. This is the interesting part. So usually, like, we have like this Cyrus thing, right? Like we should probably open them, right? So this is what we have, and Cyrus, like everything else. By the way, I still don't know how to call it, but I'm just gonna keep calling it Cyrus. Okay, so Cyrus, like everything else, like sits kind of in the middle. And our Postgres database config is over here, right? So it cannot see. So now we need to figure out, like, well, what are we gonna do? Like, on one hand, it doesn't belong into core, right? On the other hand, like, for now, this is the only way for us to, like, you know, communicate like this. This is like one of those problems, is that like it doesn't make sense to abstract over something like, hey, let's make a session, or hey, let's make I don't know, let's make a database config. I need to think about this. I mean, right now it's just a case class, right? So we have options, right? Like one of the options would be, okay, well, let's just like whatever, let's just throw it in the core, like move it from here to here, and then it's just going to compile and we're going to be happy. Another option is, okay, let's just create like another box, because there's nothing new with the core. So let's just create like a box that is like in the middle. Okay, so it's going to be like shared between the config file Cyrus and the persistence DB Postgres. However, we're going to run into an issue. Well, it's not an issue, but it's like it's a trade-off, right? Like the same thing is going to happen to Redis, right? So Redis is going to then have, well, okay, well, I'm going to have my own box, just to share the config, right? So just for this one tiny case class, even to me, it feels like an overkill. So what I probably would go with is by copy pasting it. And for like this particular one, we're actually going to get away with like without any issues. Well, yeah. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so this is just a string int, string int, okay? And most config files are going to be like this. So I'm just going to copy paste it for now. It's just that because they will be in the same namespace, we'll need to decide about the name because they cannot be called the same way. Like already we're not being like too careful with the names because like we're in the config thing, right? And the config thing, I kind of feel like we're shoehorning this thing. So like there's this thing about life cycles in an application. Like most things that you are like as a developer, right? You start working at some company and there's a code base. And like most of the time what you're adding are the things that are already there. You're adding like another route, another like field to a database, maybe creating a new table, but you don't like usually go and say, I don't know, let's add another database or let's add another whatever. It happens, but depending on the application, right? And so like usually you never see that there are several life cycle kinds in your application. Like one is for like these things, which are like connections and stuff. And the other one is for your things. I don't know if it makes sense because I talked like a little bit too much. Okay. But sort of like in the beginning of your application, you establish the connection to the database, you establish the connection to something like Redis, right? And then it just kind of lives like with the whole application, right? And then within your application, your routes, request comes in, a response goes out. It's like life cycles, like coming in, coming out, coming in, coming out, coming in, coming out. And then in the end, you're back at this big life cycle where you close your database connection, you close your Redis and stuff. So what I'm saying is that I actually found another solution right now when I was like deciding of copy pasting and not copy pasting. We should just move it down. Much simpler. We should move it down. Did you guys understand what I was saying? We should just move it over here into the main. Oh, hello. Hello there. Like your name is like too small. It's Tiso. I'm going to see you in the chat in a bit, and then I'm going to pronounce your name correctly. But welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Don't forget to hit the like button so that more people stumble on the stream. Yeah, so essentially we were like here and here, and I was like, hey, how can we see this thing over there? And one of the solutions that I just arrived at is that this code that is like loading it now, we should move it down, okay, to the main. Okay, so first of all, this file should not be called hasconfig. It should be called Postgres SQL config loader. In fact, we might actually be able to put it in the same file. check this out. This is something that I really love, like in the IDEs that allow this, and that when you structure an application like this, look, if I go to main and we have Shopee, right? So if I just grab this one and I just like drop it over there in Shopee, right? Remember, like the main is at the very bottom. And so it should see like all of the dependencies. Okay. So now it says like I couldn't find it, but that's probably because I did something silly, right? Okay, so there's an S over here. Okay, so there we go. So now it's found. Okay. Cool. So now it like couldn't find show for a non-empty string, which means that we need something like cats. Well, it's not cats. This is probably just like something from refined. I should probably look at what Gabriel is loading. Yeah, like all of this stuff. We need like all of that crap. I'm just gonna copy this whole thing so that I don't have to worry about it. I mentioned this in my previous streams. Like, it's so annoying was like in Scala, like figuring out like where like the implicits are and stuff. Right. Okay. There you go. So please sort this whole thing for me. Okay. So we did not even need to load this thing. Okay. And so now, like, what I meant like 2 seconds ago is that like about having them like in the same even in the same file. One is here, one is here. So we're gonna leave it. Okay, so I'm happy now. So let me actually see. Wait, what do you mean we didn't do it? Oh yeah, because it's a new file. Okay, so let's just like shove it in. Okay, so we did this like .value, blah blah blah, and now we created this thing. Okay, it actually, I don't know, like like when you look at the diff, it looks like we didn't do much, but it feels like we did a lot. And I feel like we should switch the music. I really like this indie pop album. I know we've been listening to it like the last time and the previous time, but I really, really like it. All right. By the way, if you have any questions, like feel free to ask anytime. We still need to load Redis, and we haven't done that part. So we need to go and look it up how. Well, first of all, we're gonna run into like a similar issue with a config. Okay, so like somewhere there's like a Redis config. Okay, and there's just like Redis URI, which is okay. He's also doing like this thing. Okay, yeah, I remember this thing. So this thing was like intercepting APIs. Yeah. So first of all, like, what is this? Oh, no, this is our thing. Like, what does it say default? Like, are there any other? Like, this one should probably not be called default. It should be called, I don't know, also load or something like this. Okay. So yeah, let's just grab this thing. Okay. So there's an app environment, and we need an enumeratum for that. Yeah, let's just steal it. There's also something in the types. Okay. So let's just go steal this one. So it's gonna be in the main in shopping. So we're just gonna go and we're gonna paste. Ta-da! App environment. It's just that now it's in dev inside you shopping. By the way, like this is just my personal preference to do it like that. I don't like imports. In case you didn't notice. Okay, so we have the app environment, and we needed it to do this part. So I want to separate them. So I want to have some like app environment loader, and that just does like this first part. And then in another place, I want to have this logic that like does the pattern match. We could even do something funny with the type classes. Yeah, so this is what we're gonna do. And like here we're like, because we're in the main at the very bottom, we have everything in our class path, and so over here we need to be very constrained with ourselves, right? Because like what I want to do is I want to have this function load, right? All it will do is it's gonna have like, just load this please, that's all, right? And then like dot like load f, right? So it is very easy for me to go like over here and just put this function over here, right? Like, and then it would be like app environment like dot load. What's up, Python man? How are you doing? Right? And then if we do this, then we have like a bunch of imports over here too, like Cyrus and stuff, and maybe like whatever implicits it needs. So now that everything is like no funny business with type class, we'll see because I rarely see people use type classes for this kind of thing, but it totally makes sense for this kind of thing. I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so anyway, the point is that even though like it would be super easy to put like a def load over here, I don't want to do this. Like the same as we have like PostgreSQL config loader, I want to have Redis, how did he call it? I don't want to get away too much. Yeah, just Redis config. Okay, so we're gonna go over here and we're gonna say new file, and this is going to be app environment config loader. Okay, so it's gonna be like app environment config loader, and it's gonna have like load, and it's gonna need like that async thing. Okay, and it's gonna load, you know, the app environment. That's how it's called, right? App environment over here. That's all it's gonna do. Okay, well, it's gonna be an app environment, right? Right, and the implementation is where we just were, right? Like, so I'm gonna copy like this whole thing, right? But I'm gonna throw like most of it out, right? So I'm gonna paste it in. And so because this thing like does two things, right? It loads it, and like this flat map, I want to throw it out. Okay, this is like all I want to do. Okay, and for this again, we need like a bunch of imports. So I'm just gonna like grab this because I'm too lazy to figure them out. Yeah, we don't need that. Ta-da, ta-da. So this is all I want, right? Like this one line essentially. In fact, for this one, maybe we can actually keep it as one line. Okay. And so now that I have the app environment, I can create. Well, first of all, we need the Postgres config, right? So let's steal the Postgres config, which is like, you know, sorry, Redis config, which is even a new type, which is annoying because I cannot have another package objects for Shopee. Do we have a package object for Shopee? It annoys me like so much. You guys have no idea how much it annoys me that I cannot have top level definitions in Scala 2. Okay, we kind of got lucky. Okay, well, but maybe we'll need it in the future. So this one is under auth. We don't have a package objects for Shopee. So I'm just gonna ignore the fact that this is a new type. Okay. And this one as well. Yeah, I'm gonna like whatever. Like this is too annoying to me for me. So well, no, we you know what we're gonna do? We can create like a sibling, because we have like it needs to live here anyway, right? Okay, and so we can go like Shopee and then new file. We actually already have redis.scala. What's in redis.scala? Oh, okay, sorry. It's no, we cannot do this. Why don't we just go like this? Redis.scala. Right? So we'll just create an object Redis, right? Instead of having like a top level definition. Okay? And we'll put it in there. Where was it? I lost it again. Here. Okay, so we're just gonna grab these two guys and we'll put them here and we'll just call it like this, right? We could even go bananas. Like that, okay? So now we just need like a gazillion of imports again. Where were we? Like here. Oh man, okay, let's just grab this and paste it over here. All right. Yeah, so the things that we don't have, we will obviously not import. Okay, there we go. Okay, so look at this, like this is all we need, these two. Okay, so now that we have the config, we can have a config loader, right? So the same as we did with the Postgres SQL config loader over here. Just gonna copy paste it, and now it's gonna be a Redis config loader. Okay. Redis config loader. Okay, and it's gonna load the redis.config. And it's gonna be here, right? Redis.config. Okay, and now the twist is that, well, first of all, it needs, what does it need? It needs like the URI. Okay, so URI equals, you know, null for now. Okay, what do you want? You know what? Let's just do like the right thing. Like doing the right thing is probably easier than like making the compiler shut up. Okay. So what we're gonna say is that like an app environment is gonna come in, right? environment, which is an app environment. Okay, and so now we're just going to pattern match on the map, app environment. And maybe Metals can actually do this for us. Yes, case production. In case, what was the test? And so we're just gonna go like this and like that, okay? And then we don't even need like any of that crap. And this whole thing is going to be, well, actually now we don't even need the async, right? No, like that, okay? And so now we just need to go and see, we also need a pure, okay, so hold on. We need applicative and, oh my God, applicative for F, pure, and just like shove it all in. Okay, so not found, blah, 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 yes. So we just need everything from cats. Okay, so, and now we can go here in the config and see, okay, so for testing, it's just localhost. Not here, not here. Where the hell were we? Hold up, so that I don't lose it again. All right, so this is going to be like redis.uri localhost. Okay, .config.uri. There we go. Okay, and just paste it like this so that the compiler shuts up. And the other one was, okay, for some reason it was like this. So yeah, .config.uri. Okay, great. So yeah, like this is it. About the type classes, like, so we're gonna have like exactly the same code in some other place that would load the payment URI, right? It's gonna look exactly like this, like a pattern match, right? Now, usually you would have a type class that like does something with it, but yeah, for this, even for this case, the type class is not. It's not that important because you never do anything with it. You just like you just give it away to the third party. So there's no point in having a type class. But anyway, so we can now load the Postgres config. We can now load the Redis config, which means we can now instantiate the the Postgres session. We cannot instantiate the Redis session yet. We did not steal that part yet. Let's go do that. App resources make. Okay, there's also like a check Redis thing, and there's a make Redis resource, and in the end, it's just like everything is being thrown into this one weird looking thing. I really should ask Gabriel like what the hell is up with this pattern. I totally don't remember. Like the only, like I said this many times already on stream, like the only reason I can think of of doing that is that so you like, and I think he did it in some other place, is to like make sure that like the copy method is not being generated. Because this is just caseless, right? Like it's just a data structure. Like why would you do that thing? I really don't know. Anyhow, so we need this part, right? And for that part, we're gonna need like that part, okay? And so it gets like Redis commands, does some blah blah blah, so it needs a logger to do blah blah blah. We need to go and see because over here, not over here, because we did something similar already for Postgres. I just don't remember how, because we did it in one of the first streams. Persistence, blah, 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 Shopee, check Postgres connection. Yeah, so this is how we did it. And we actually had a logger there. Okay, yeah, I remember. I went with the type class. Because, and then like when we instantiated the session, I was like, hey, I just want to have it. Eval tab like this. This is how we did it. Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to copy this. And we're going to go to Redis. Where's Redis? Redis. I'm blind. Oh, there, the green one. Shopee. And paste. All right, so we're gonna rename it, and it's gonna be called check Redis connection. Okay. Okay, and we did a summoner as well. All right. So let's see how it's done. Rewriting applications, by the way, is so much easier than writing them from scratch. Huge shout out to Gabriel. Because I just need to like copy paste and move stuff around. Okay. So I'm just gonna grab this thing so that I don't lose it. And I'm going to paste it here. Okay. This is going to be an override, which means that we need to go and put it over here. Go like this, go like that, go like that, like this. This part can... Yeah, we're not going to rewrite anything, so it can pretty much stay like this. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, probably that one. Okay. So the skunk stuff we don't need anyway. I don't even know if we need that. Okay, so we need an applicative and a flat map, therefore it's a monad. Oh, look, that's it. Okay. Do we even need this? We don't. All right. So this was cute. Okay, so now we have this thing. And now that we have this thing, we can actually have the like over here I called it like storage Postgres session. I think I call it storage Postgres session because Postgres session already exists. Why did I call it storage something? Storage Postgres. Because okay, because of this. This is annoying because sometimes I use the word storage and sometimes I use the word persistence. How inconsistent of me. Anyway, so we have this like storage Postgres session, right? Gets a bunch of stuff, creates the session pool, and does this eval tab thing. Okay, so we can pretty much grab this and go to Shopee, paste it. So this is going to be, well, I guess it would be appropriate to call it like cash Redis session, but let's just go with Redis session. We're gonna do like a bunch of renames later because, you know, like in the end, like it's all gonna be on GitHub. So I want you to have it like as a guideline, right? So whenever you do rewrites like this, you can just look up like which names we used here. And by the way, feel free to like participate in the whole naming and stuff, and also like ask questions and stuff. Okay. Why did I call it like this? I probably just forgot to like rename it. Like I usually don't do this. Why don't we just go make? Like what the? Probably I just copy pasted it. Okay. I should probably also do like where we do like config.load. I should probably call it like make. I want to call everything make so that it's like always consistent, so that you always know, okay, if you want to create something, just call make. The same as you would call like new and stuff. Anyhow, how are we actually like creating the connection? So yeah, like this. Okay, yeah, that's why. See the name? So it's just gonna be make now. And for this, we're gonna need some F. I really need to create like a macro to create like this this thing over here. It's such a pain to like type. Okay. So it goes like this, like Redis F. Oh, actually, I didn't pay attention. What the hell is Redis? Here. Okay, so it's from dev profunc to Redis for cats. Annoying because we have an object called Redis. Okay. Profunctor dot Redis for cats dot Redis. Something like this. Eval tab. Hold up. So we're gonna need like check Redis connection, and let's comment this thing out for now. Also all of these things. Check Redis connection. Okay. Redis config. So this is our redis.config. Okay, so this is like that because we have a summoner. I guess. Did we call it like this? Did we call it like this? No. We call it, yeah, we did check Redis. Check Redis connection, yeah, and we need to give it Redis, which is that thing. Okay, profunctors was a K. Whoa. Profunctor. It's not? Hold up. Hold up. Do we not have it on the class path or something? So, dev profunctor Redis for cats. I'm just gonna copy this. Are we inside of some object? No. So let's try this again. Okay, I forgot the N. You guys were supposed to catch that. Okay. Make Redis instance not found, resource not found. Hold up. No. Like that. What? Okay, so usually when this happens, it means that cat's effect is not on the class path. Let's check. So if we find, what is it called? Cache Redis? Cache Redis. Yeah. Redis for cats. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, it says Redis for cats effects. I would be surprised that there is no cat's effect there. It has to be cat's effect there. Okay, so maybe we'll need to add this one. Let's just add it for now, just so that we're sure. We can always remove it. We can probably remove it. Yes, important. That's the exciting part of the stream, waiting for the build to import. Please don't forget to hit the like button so that more people stumble on the stream. All right. Oh, damn, this actually did help. Okay, Redis commands. Yes, that stuff. Okay. Make Redis instance not found. Well, I guess we need the... Well, let's put it here. Make Redis. I don't want to figure this out. Too lazy. Make Redis. There we go. Oh, effect. Man. All right. Okay, so it needs mono throw. Which is in cats. Okay, so for this one, why am I doing this whole thing manually? I should just like do that thing. Well, I mean, in this case, it's probably like just this and it's done, right? Like if it's more than this, I'm just gonna copy everything again. Okay, cool. So, this is pretty much it. So we have a thing called Redis, okay? So we cannot have another Redis over here in scope. So, so we're gonna use the rename. I usually don't like renames, but in this case. So Redis is going to be Redis. Yeah, why not? I like this name. Redis for cats. Yeah. So this means that we can go like Redis for cats, like this, and now we don't have to do this thing. Okay. Like that. It decided to do this. Okay, fine, whatever. Yeah, so we have Redis, we know how to check it, blah, 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 blah. Actually, I forgot to check. So when we check it, okay, we just need a mono logger. And the other one, here. Monad cancel throw. By the way, like I still don't remember this monad cancel throw thing, right? Remember, monad cancel throw was just a monad cancel of app and throwable. So I still don't know the difference between monad throw and monad cancel throw. But okay. We might run into an issues with this, right? Let's actually see. I'm going to leave monad throw over here. This is a monad arrow. It goes like, damn it. So monad throw goes straight to monad arrow of F and throwable. Monad cancel throw goes first to monad cancel throw, then to monad cancel, and then to monad error. So yeah, so it's a little bit more, but whatever. Okay, so this means that we can create everything now. Okay, let's go try. So the way I usually do this is I create a file called program over here. New file program.scala. Okay, so and like as always, like the first version is going to be ugly, right? So it's just going to be like object program, and it's just going to have like def make, right? So Gabriel decided to like put like all the like resources into one thing, into like one case class, and then load it like at once and stuff. I don't want to do this for now. So make, and we're just gonna go and create an f of unit. Okay, so this is the program, right? To give it some f, yeah, like something like this, right? So the first thing that we're gonna need to do is we're going to need to load the app environment, right? So we need to have like this app environment config loader, okay? So like this, okay? And so we're gonna load it, and what does it do? Well, it gives us an f of environment, okay? And so we would go, I don't want to use a for comprehension right now because, well, we'll see why. Flat map, okay? So this is the app environment, okay? Cool, so we have the app environment. Why did we need it? Because we needed it for Redis. Right, so Redis thing over here says here, Redis config loader, because it wants the environment, right? So okay, so let's go like Redis config loader, load, and it needs the app environment. So this is now, yes, this is now Redis config. No, we don't need that. Okay, so what else do we need? We also need, like, I'm like in the beginning again, like everything is going to be ugly, right? So I'm going to nest things that even don't need to be nested, right? So for example, right now we're gonna load the Postgres config, right? However, in order to load the Postgres config, we actually don't need the app environment, and we don't need the Redis config. But for now, just for simplicity's sake, I'm just gonna put it inside. And by the way, this should be a flat map, right? Okay. So we go with that thing. PostgreSQL config loader doesn't need much, right? Like PostgreSQL. What's it like this? No. SQL. I feel like we're not being consistent with the spelling. Okay, load for F, right, and then flat map, and then we have the Postgres config. Okay. Cool. So now that we have everything, we can, you know, well, we actually also need to make to make these like type checkers, not type checkers, like these connection checkers, you know, like this check Redis connection and check the persistence connection. Okay, so they don't have any parameters. Okay, so we're just gonna go like okay, well, check Redis connection for F, make, it's more like this, right? Like make F. Okay, and now that we have that, we can give this thing, well, it gives us the check Redis connection. And so we need to give this thing to the Redis session, right? It needs to have it like implicitly. Okay, so this needs to be like an implicit val a check Redis connection of F equals make, like this. Okay, so again, like everything is going to be super ugly in the beginning. Okay, and so B is going to be check Postgres connection. Postgres connection. Okay, so now that we have both of them, we can create the Redis session. Did I not call it Redis session? Oh, I didn't rename it. Redis session. There we go. Redis session. Make, it needs the Redis config. Okay, so this one probably gives a resource. Yeah, it gives a resource. Okay, and by the way, it says could not find implicit evidence of millions of things, blah blah blah, async and whatever. Yeah, here async. We'll fix it. We'll fix like all of this later, like this. Well, actually, we already know that we're gonna need like probably cats, and we're gonna need like cat syntax all of that stuff. Okay. Okay, so this one is okay. Man, so here I'm doing like a small s and then a big s, big S. Okay. Postgres SQL config loader. Okay, so here I did like the big letters. Okay, so it's gonna be like that. Okay, so could not find of. Okay, so we need a logger. Logger is what? Is it our thing? It's not our thing. It's logger for cats. Okay, so we're just gonna go. We're just gonna go like that. Like that. Okay, so this is going to be like the logger. Okay, so we're going to have the logger like here, whatever. It's not IO, it's F. There we go. Okay, so we have the logger. So it's going to be like A, B, C. A is what? Self-aware structured logger. No. Yeah, just logger. Can it just be like a logger? Oh my god, are you serious? Alright. Cool. So now we have all of these. So now we go like here, it gives us like the resource. Therefore we go use. So this is now Redis. right? And okay, we also need like the make Redis from whatever. Okay. So we got Redis. We got, what should we create first? Redis or Postgres? Doesn't really matter. Here we went like Redis first, then we did Postgres. So let's do Redis here first. Then we're gonna do like Postgres session. Storage Postgres session dot make. What does it want? Well, a bunch of things and the config. Okay, so it wants like the Postgres config. Okay, and then we're gonna do like use, and then it's gonna be Postgres, and then, you know, for now, like we don't know what to do. Okay, so first of all, it complains about like console from getSpec std. Oh, that's it. Okay, so now we have them. Okay, and now we can finally finally we can now create our use cases. All right, so our use cases are under users, right? Like for example, this one. We're not going to use this one yet, but we're still going to create them. Okay, so this is going to be the for comprehension. Okay, like even though like this whole thing could have been a for comprehension, but we'll refactor this whole thing anyway. Okay, so and now we're gonna like yield like this. Okay, and so over here we're going to have so users auth middleware, right? And it's gonna go like this because it probably gives us an F of something, right? No, it just gives us a controller. So this is a bad example. So we're gonna put it into a pure for now, because some of them will give us an F later. Okay, so we go like users.auth.middleware admin make. Hold up. Oh yeah, we're in Scala too, so we need to go like the how did I call it? DI? How did I call it? Yes, di.make. Okay. Oh, actually, I forgot that we haven't done the whole HTTP server thing. Totally forgot about it. But okay, we'll get to that part. Let's put this one here, not empty or Perl. Okay, so probably don't need this. I'm not sure about this one. Yeah. So we have this one, probably this one like this as well. Okay, so this one I think needs something, right? Yeah, so this one needs Redis. Okay, so well, it's in scope, so we're just gonna give it. Okay, and the last one was that one. Okay, so it wanted like Postgres, it wanted Redis, and it wanted the authentication middleware. Okay, so it was like this, right? It was called users auth, exactly. Okay, and so di make, and it wanted, which order was it? Postgres, Redis, authentication middleware. Okay, so Postgres, Redis, and users auth middleware. All right. We need to go like dot middleware, like this. Tab mismatch. Found F of thing, and we needed the thing. Okay, so Yeah, this is when I like realized that we actually haven't done the thing. So probably we should go like this. Okay. Okay, so now it needs JWT expire. Which evidence is that? Oh. Yeah, so we can just go and create it, right? But I kind of want to see where Gabriel does it. Okay, so he does it here. No, this is a test suite. Here. Okay, I remember this whole thing. What does he do with the tokens here? Authentication map. And then it gives it the tokens. And then you have the auth. And you have this auth. Interesting. Why did we not need that? We did those routes already. Because our gate does this for us, probably. Interesting. All right. So another thing that we need is implicit val JWT expire, which is like JWT expire that make. It's ours, isn't it? Dev inside your Shopee users auth. Oh man, now I need to figure out where it's all used, because I don't want to move it. I need to know whether I can move it up or not. So this JWT expire, like where is it? Where is it used? This is the creation. It's only the creation. It's like here where it does like. Did we already do that part? I don't remember doing that part. Maybe we did, maybe we didn't. I don't remember. Okay, for now, like, okay, for now we're gonna allow it, but it's weird. Found F. Okay, what? It's different F? What do you mean? Oh, it gives you an F. You're gonna learn today, guys. Which means that we need to stick it over here. And like one of the problems in Scala 2 for comprehensions is that you cannot have an implicit within the for comprehension. However, we have this beta monetic for compiler plugin, which means we can go over here. We can call a function called implicit 0, and inside of it we do this thing. Okay, and now we can do this, and now it compiles. So make gives us an F of JWT expire, and we need to rip it out of the F, which is why, you know, we're in the for comprehension. And so now we have the JWT expire. So this D is now implicitly in scope, and therefore over here it is visible. But I would really like to change this part. Like you know, a lot of this stuff is ugly. It doesn't even like fit into one screen. And also I'm just realizing that we forgot to do the whole HTTP server thing. Man. Right, because like this is, so instead of pure over here, we should be getting like the middleware. And over here, like this is a controller route, right? So it has wait, hold on. Oh, so it's already an F. So over here, we did not need that, okay? So like this is the controller, right? But the controller has like the routes, right? So, oh, why did I press that? Oh, really? Come on. Right, like open routes. Like this, right? Like, which is like the reason why we're creating it, which should be a map. Right. So now, like, this is an authentication middleware. This is an authentication middleware. You know, this one is for the admin user. This one is for the common user. And these are like the HTTP routes. So we're mixing like a bunch of things over here, but you know, it's fine for now. We're gonna leave it like this. We're gonna clean it up once we actually have the HTTP server. In fact, we have like half an hour left, but I kind of need a break. So we're just gonna like shove it in. Let me see how many of you guys are here. So maybe we can have, okay, 2 of you guys are here. Don't forget to hit the like button. So maybe we can have like a quick chat. I can drink some water. Maybe I'll go to the bathroom, and then we'll do the HTTP server, and then we might actually be able to run it, but like, what can we do? We might be able to like create something, right? We'll see. Any questions? Is anything that we're doing is like too crazy? Like I don't, if you're not saying anything, you know, then I don't know, like, are you beginners? Are you not beginners? Is like all of the stuff that I'm doing like overwhelming, or is it like I don't know, too easy, or it makes sense and we should stop it because everybody knows the stuff anyway? Oh, do we have this desync again, by the way? Oh man, I forgot to try something. I really wanted to change the words of not the words, Jesus. Like here, that thing. Like I wanted to try low latency, right? So we would get a higher latency than under ultra low latency, but it should be more stable. I put it in my to-do list, but I forgot to actually try it out. Next time. It's a whole new world. Yeah, well, you're coming from Python, right? So I don't know how much of Scala experience you have, but yeah, this is not like beginner stuff what we're doing. Like Scala is a mix of object-oriented and functional programming, but we're doing like probably like the purest form of functional programming. And so like this whole thing is like crazy. But if you do have experience with something like Haskell, if you do have an experience with type classes, just syntactically speaking, this is already a lot. So let's check the desync, and then I'll go to the bathroom real quick, and then we'll finish the HTTP server, right? And then we can actually assemble the thing. Okay, stopwatch. Okay, so it's probably the same, guys, as always, right? So you know the drill. I say a number, you type it in as soon as you hear it. Before this, actually click on over here, click on this live button over here, right? So that you actually jump to, to watching live instead of this DVR. So yeah, I'm gonna wait a couple of seconds until all of you heard what I just said. All right, I hope you heard it. So the number for today is going to be 4. So type it in as soon as you hear it. Wait, what? Really? Just 12 seconds? So it got better? That's cool. Nice. All right. So this is really nice. So I'll go to the bathroom real quick, and then we'll do the server, finish assembling the whole thing, and then it's going to be 2 hours. Okay, so I'm going to be right back. Yeah, it was indeed a dangerous trip. All right. So let's see how quickly we can assemble the server, and then we'll see if we'll have some time to clean this up, because like a lot of the things over here are not like, I don't like them. Okay, so is it committed? Yes, it is. So let's go and see how Gabriel does it, because the way you assemble an HTTP for a server, which is the library that is being used over here, is it can be like, there could be like a couple of things there that are interesting. Okay, so, well, yeah, obviously, like, we have all the routes, right? And then, like, we collect, like, all the open routes, all the admin routes, and we're doing that thing. Yeah, we can do this later. This is interesting. /secures. Why is he being so explicit? Default parameters and all that stuff. Okay, so you got like some middleware. You got some loggers. Oh, interesting. Where's the... Okay, so this is the HTTP app, and I do it in a similar way, and we can do it like this as well. Yes, this is totally fine. Yeah, this is totally fine. My girlfriend just came back. Hold on, I'm gonna say hello real quick. Bro, I swear to God, I was almost back, and then I saw your message, and then I had to go to her again, and then I told her that you said hi, and now she says hi. You're the reason why I was gone for so long. All right, so we can like put the HTTP routes together, and we will do it, and we will do it like in a very, very similar way. But I was actually more interested in where the actual server is being started, right? Because the server needs this HTTP app. So let's go see where it's being used. Here. Make HTTP server new Amber. Why is it called Amber? Wait, what? Okay, so this is the part that I was like looking for. Amber server builder. I've never used the Amber server builder. Interesting. Okay. Anyway, like this is the part that I was looking for. because this means that we would need like the HTTP server. Like, see, like this is what I said. Like, you know, it's gonna need like the HTTP app, right? And also, like, it does this like show Ember banner and all. Oh my god, like really? Okay. So basically, it just needs a config, which is just like a host import. So we could do. I really don't want to stream like much longer than 2 hours today. So we'll do the HTTP app, and then we'll do let's do the config now. Okay, it has like host and port, and they come from Comcast. Interesting. Do you guys know Chris at Machine? It's a YouTuber. He did a couple of really cool like and Vim videos, and he was just like live streaming just before I started. I was actually at his stream, and he's actually working for Comcast. How small is this world? And he's a Java developer, and so the Java developer working for Comcast, but Comcast, I think it was Comcast, but Comcast also does like Scala stuff. Interesting. Okay. So let's start with this thing. I just want to like have it somewhere. So it needs to be in the delivery, which is over here. So we're just gonna go Shopee and then new file, HTTP server config.scala. And we're gonna paste it, and it's gonna be a final class, and we're going to have that thing in there like that, and like that, and like that, and like that. Okay. There we go. Well, that wasn't too hard. Okay, so we have the config. We could also start here. We could do that thing. It doesn't have any dependencies, right? It just, well, logger. Yeah, like I would have done it exactly the same way. This is actually very good. I'm just gonna rename a couple of things, but apart from this, it's actually all good. So paste. Okay, so I'm gonna call it HTTP server, right? And that's not gonna be there. And like this is now dev inside you Shopee, and it just magically compiles. Okay, so that was hilarious. Okay, so it's gonna be server, and so this is just a summoner, and this is the make. And why is it implicit? Make. Why is it implicit? It should not be implicit. Huh. And like this thing, like I prefer to do like, okay, so show banner is used like over here. Also, what is the point of having it outside of the HTTP server? If we have it like this, then we can do that. like that. Yeah. Okay, and usually like I would put the summoner at the bottom. Okay. I would call this serve. Right, it gives a resource of a server, or even server. Server. Anyhow, that's not the point. The point is, let's, and that could also be like that. Okay, so we have this thing. We can also do the, like, okay, we also need to load the config. Loading the config was like here, right? Okay, so it's hard-coded. Okay. Like, because it's hard-coded, we could even put it like in the delivery, but we're not gonna do this because we are being nice. So it's gonna be, well, we're just gonna copy one of them. Like, for example, this one. So this is going to be HTTP server config, right? That's how it was called. So we're gonna go like this. HTTP server config loader, and I think it doesn't need anything. HTTP server config, right? Server config, that thing. And we'll grab it from here. Here. And I guess we'll do pure, which means we need applicative over here, which means cat syntax. Oh, we probably don't even need that. We just need to import some Comcast stuff to do this host and port thing. And because I'm lazy, we're just gonna, okay, probably this one, and it has like the imports, right? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so now we have the config. We can actually go and load it. Yeah, maybe we should do this. Okay, so because we have the program, again, like many things here are just like ugly, like they're so ugly, they're oogly. Load, and therefore flat map, and now like this is the HTTP server config, and this goes like this, and this goes like that. Okay, so now we're gonna like have it in scope, but right now we're not using it. And if we wanted to use it, like we could, right? So we could create a server over here, right? So this would be like the server. Like we don't have the routes yet. I mean, we sort of have routes, like we can like sort of like shove them in, but it's not going to be correct. This is almost correct. HTTP server dot make, and no, this can't be true. Okay, so there's HTTP server and the server from HTTP4S. Okay, so then I'm gonna call it serve. No, serve like this. Actually, I wouldn't do it like that. I would actually, like, why? Like, I would have them here. Right? Like that. And then I don't need to have that. Well, this is how I would do it. This is why I was like confused. I was like, hey, hold on. Like, you know, yeah. This makes more sense to me. Okay, so now we can go back to program. And we could make it by giving it the HTTP server config. And, well, we don't have the routes yet. So for now, we're just going to give it like the user's auth. Like, or not. I don't want to, I don't want to do this now. Okay, so it's going to be like this for now. So this is going to be like all the routes together, right? So this is going to be the HTTP app. And this is going to be resource, so we're going to need to go like this, use, and then serve. Serve, come on. Like that, okay? Wait, what? This is so weird. I don't remember it being like that. So build gives us the resource. Serve gives us the resource. Okay. Well, I guess it's like this. Serve is the resource, and then we use it like that. Hold on. Serve gives you the resource. Make gives you the HTTP server, so I can't do that serve. It gives me the resource. Oh yeah, I need to go here, use, and I need to give it like nothing. So then like this is the unit, and like that. Okay. And over here is like, wow, I'm not gonna do anything with you. Found unit required. Well, applicative for f.unit. Like this. I wonder if Gabriel does the same thing. Like I feel like I'm doing something weird. Okay, so he's just doing like, okay, he's doing an eval map. Yeah. Okay, so there's a use forever. Okay, which does like use nothing and if never. Okay, so there's a use forever. Okay, So let's see if we can use it. Value map is not parameter of use. Oh. Okay, so we're gonna leave it like this for now. And we're at 2 hours, so let's see real quick what this thing needs. So it needs the HTTP app, and it gets it from this is ours. I want to finish this real quick. Here, HTTP app, which comes from here, which comes from API.HTTP app, which is this thing. Oh yeah, this is the thing where I was like, how are we gonna do this? Okay, so I'm gonna copy that, right? And I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna create an HTTP app in delivery, right? So we have like HTTP server, but we're also gonna have HTTP app. Oh, hold on. New file HTTP app.scala. Okay, so like that. So this is going to be an object HTTP app, which is going to have a lazy val. I'm going to make them all lazy so that we can like read them top to bottom. Also, I'm gonna do this from. I'm gonna like steal all of these imports so that we don't have to mess with them. Probably don't need these. But yeah, so this cannot be a lazy val because now it's a def. Okay, so it's a def HTTP app make for some f. Okay. Okay, so over here, like my initial, like for now, we're just gonna keep it simple. We're gonna say, well, give us the routes, right? So open routes, which is HTTP routes, yeah, for F, and admin routes for F, like this. Okay, and now do I want to thread this whole F through this whole thing? Okay, so just not to refactor like too many things at once, I'm gonna do this. What is this version thing? I didn't see this. Sure. Sure, why not? Okay, so if we do this, we're gonna need to thread the whole thing. Okay, so we're just gonna create a scope over here, go like this, go like that, go like that, go like that. So like this, and now it can be a lazy val. Cannot find an instance of monad. Okay, there we go. Happy? You're not happy. Why are you not happy? All right. So, same thing with these guys. They don't know what the F we're talking about, literally. Okay, so what do you want? You want monad, temporal. Really? It's called temporal? What? Wait, hold on. FGA. It wants a temporal of what? Gets effect. Really? So it's not this one. Okay. Most people are happy. What the hell is this? Async. Okay, there you go. Async. Like that. Okay, everybody's happy, and which means that really we don't need both of them. Okay, there we go. Cool. Cool. Okay, so so let me call it real quick so that everything compiles. Okay, so over here we can do http app.make. Oh no, it gives us an F. Okay, so this is going to be like http app. Okay, so http app is going to be http app.make. It needs the open routes and it needs the closed routes. So we're going to give it for now the users auth, and we don't have any other routes yet. Just so that it compiles for now, I'm just going to give it the user's auth again. Hold up. Oh, I thought we're giving it an F. Okay. So we're gonna go like this. Okay, so now it's assembled. Like there's a bug over here. To fix this, but like this is the essential idea. It's just like this whole thing is super ugly. I'm going to refactor it and make it more beautiful. Just for now, before I leave, I want to like clean this thing up a little bit. So first of all, I would really love to see if I can just go. If I can just go that, like that. Oh. Oh, this is so painful to read. Can't I like avoid like this type? At least, no. Oh my god. That's even worse. Oh my god. There should be a better way to compose this stuff. I am refusing to. Okay, so let me just like commit it. I am refusing to give up on this thing. I think like what we can do over here, right? So I think if we can just like put it in a list, right? So if we just go like this, okay, so this is going to be a list of functions from HTTP routes of F to HTTP routes of F. And then we should not need to give them the right. We can't do like the ATA expansion probably, but at least we should be able to do this, right? Right, and now I can like reduce left with and then. And this should work. Oh, it's CORS. Okay, so this is already better. Right, so this is like just Jesus. Okay, let's see, like because we have like this type in scope. Let's see if we can get away with just that. Yes, we can. All right. All right. So this is already better. And these are just functions. Let me try one more thing. If this is a non-empty list, oh, that stuff. I should be able to go like combine all. Right? And we need a monoid, but why? Semigroup. Come on, there has to be a semigroup. It's probably the same thing as we had the other time. Okay, anyway, this is good enough for me. This one is, we can do the same trick, right? Okay, so we can go like this. And we can go like that. Okay, and maybe like for that one, the ATA expansion is actually gonna help us out. Okay, so for that one, maybe we can do this. Oh yes, this is so much better than this. Okay. But we do need the type, right? We cannot go like this. Whoops. We cannot go like this. Yeah, we cannot. Like in Scala 3, this could have worked. Yeah. All right. So it's been 2:15. Let me commit this. Let me check one more thing. By the way, we actually don't have the main. We should do the main real quick. Which is like that part. Okay, so that's like the most rewarding thing. New file. Main.scala. And we can put it like this. We don't need that. And this is just program make. Like this. Yes. Make Redis instance not found. You can summon by having of async of blah 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 blah. And that's why the logger was here and not there. Oh, this is annoying. So that's why he had like this logger. What is the supervisor's thing? Can someone by having instances for gets effect async and depth for functors for gets effect.log. Wait, is this some tricky import? Again. Where does he summon it? Right, so here he wants like a make Redis. And where does it come from? It's probably from the supervisor, no? Is this something? No. Where else can it possibly come from? Ta-da! Okay, but did we actually need this guy? Yeah, we did. Okay, so this is why he had it like this. This is why he had the logger here like that. Which, well, I want to have him here. Okay. I kind of have a habit of doing like lazy val when there are no parameters. So if it's like this, I kind of prefer to pass them around implicit. Like nothing here says that we need a logger. That's why it needs to be like in this weird implicit way. So we can pretty much do that, right? How? This is so weird that it's done like this, but okay. Anyhow, so now we have the whole thing, even though like this part is like a little bit weird, right? Yeah. We probably don't need this. Really? Oh my god, so horrible. All right, so this is the entire program. This is the last thing that I'm... Because remember, like, with these controllers, I had this idea of like pattern matching on them, like here. Well, we'll do this some other time. Start here. All right, so let's go like this. Yes. Good push. Okay. Diamonds. Diamonds. Commits. Day 13. Yeah, basically we created a bunch of new stuff. We haven't changed too much. Maybe there was like a rename or something. Oh yeah, we did this dot value thing. But yeah, we just like created a bunch of new stuff. Yeah. So we're for sure gonna fix like that whole thing. This is ugly as hell. But the rest is fine. The rest is fine. And yeah, we're gonna remove this real quick. Because we actually ended up needing it. Yeah, we can import the bill, but whatever, it's not going to change much. So let's like shove it in and do a git force push. There we go. All right, people. How many of you are still here? 0, because it's late. In any case, so for those of you who are watching the VOD, so the application is almost perfectly assembled, almost like finally assembled. Like, so we're gonna probably on Monday, like if we're gonna have a stream on Monday, we're probably gonna have a super chill stream where we're just gonna like clean some stuff up, and then we'll start like doing another like all of the other routes. Oh, you're still here? Why does it like, I don't know if you see this, right? But it says like concurrent viewers 0. Are you not watching me concurrently? Like, what's up? Let's see if we can raid somebody, which I don't think we can, because like, how does it work again? Redirect. Big surprise. Oh. Interesting. Who is that? YouTube is probably changing this stuff now. Because it used to be that, you know, you would need to have somebody you can, like, I have no idea who that is. So this could be somebody who's like, now this needs to be somebody that I'm publicly subscribed to. Wait. No. Scheduled October 26, 2020. What? How is that upcoming? That's 2 years ago. What the hell? Anyway, interesting. So thanks for hanging out, and like as you can see, like technically you're not here. So anyway, thanks for showing up, and hopefully I see you on Monday. And by the way, are you like learning Scala, or like how did you end up being here? YouTube's making a time machine, yeah. What do you mean refresh? Like, I don't even know if I think I can refresh this page, right? Yeah. And the multiverse, yeah. Yeah, it still shows 0. So, yeah, I don't know. How do we have 100 views? Like, I wasn't like paying attention. Were there so many people here? Like, nobody was like talking and stuff. You watch my Git and stuff. It's yeah. So like most of my stuff is Scala. But I love like all kinds of like tooling and Linux and stuff. Like I'm learning Nix. I'm gonna make tutorials about Nix at some point. You know, once I actually understand it. You know, and I also want to do like I want to create a crash course for Git, because that thing is like 8 hours long. Most people don't watch it. Yeah, Stove is awesome. I still use it. I still use Stove. Oh hey, hello. People are showing up. Like this is the end of the stream, and you guys are showing up. Like literally, I'm gonna go like in a second. Yeah, Nix is cool, but like learning curve is like a beast. Yeah, I already use it as a package manager. But that's about it. Like look, like this is like all of that stuff like is installed by by Nix, and at work we have a Nix shell at work that I edit. So everybody's at work using like the Nix shell, and we have it on CI as well. We don't have it on production yet, but we will at some point. Yeah. All right, guys, I really need to go. It's getting late. It's like almost 10, and it's Friday, so I'm gonna spend some quality time with my girlfriend. So thank you for showing up, and I see you hopefully on Monday. Maybe not. We'll see, because it's all live. Like I don't know. Maybe stuff will happen. And yeah, peace.